At Alere, our company vision is knowing now matters. And each of those words, although there are only three, are important to us. Truly knowing means the highest performance in diagnostics, and knowing now means we can get you a clinical result very, very quickly, so good decisions can be made. And all of that matters because it's going to help with better clinical outcomes and better economic outcomes in healthcare. Alere is focused in three principal disease areas: cardiometabolic disease, infectious disease, and toxicology. And each of those are very, very big and different spaces, but we're able to adapt and provide our diagnostic products in a bespoke way for each of them. So in cardiometabolic disease, we have a very broad range of tests, starting with cardiac markers for the emergency room. So if you're having a heart attack, coming into that emergency room, we can very quickly help the doctor analyze whether or not you have an issue. We also do tests like blood gas analytes, which are used again in critical care, and also simple tests for HbA1c, which is a screening test for diabetes, and lipid tests. You've all heard of cholesterol, and so we're able to do point-of-care lipid tests. So in infectious disease, we have a broad range of tests, starting with HIV, where we're one of the leaders in bringing HIV tests out to the world. And we're able to do those tests in villages in Africa and right throughout healthcare settings in Asia and here in America, where we have a new product which is a very fast test for HIV. We also test for malaria and other vector-borne diseases like dengue, and equally for things that everyone knows like flu here in America. In other settings, such as America or in Europe, we have a lot of problems to do with antibiotic resistance, and we have tests that can distinguish between a bacterial infection and a viral infection. Toxicology testing is becoming more and more important in the world. Unfortunately, drug addiction is an increasing problem, and equally, pain medication and managing people with pain medication is also an issue that needs to be addressed. So we're the global leader in toxicology, and that means we can do tests in many, many different settings, starting at the hospital setting, but also in rehab centers. In toxicology testing, we're measuring for what drugs can be in anybody's system, whether that's an emergency room situation or whether that is for employer screening. So for Alere, as the global leader in rapid diagnostics, we're focused on doing high-performance tests where they're needed most. Being able to do diagnostic testing where the patient is rather than where the hospital is a really important concept, and one which Alere is very focused on. Ease of use is really, really important for us. We can make tests that are very, very simple to use, and that means that we can have the test in an appropriate place, say a village in Africa or a pharmacy here in America.